so I have written here the procedure for solving multi-step equations, and then I have an example so you can see specifically when I say this, what do I mean? So here is my equation to solve. It looks like there's a lot in there. Okay, so always first thing we're going to do is simplify both sides of the equation. Okay, let's do it. How would I simplify both sides of the equation? Abby?
You can, there's parentheses.
So I have some parentheses that I need to remove here.
And you can combine like terms.
And I'm going to combine some like terms. And is that what you mean over here with the 14 minus 8? Or you mean with the x's?
With the x's.
Okay, cool.
And the 14.
I have some room here, and I am going to do all of that stuff. So, first of all, let's write down 8x. We're going to treat this as a negative 2, and I'm going to remove the parentheses. What's negative 2 times 3x?
Negative 6x.
So, minus 6x.
Minus 12.
Minus 12. Equals, can I do some of my simplifying right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 14 minus 8 is what?
6.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm not quite done yet simplifying both sides. So what's 8x minus 6x? 2x. Okay. This now looks like something that we solved 2 days ago. Okay. So what are all the things that I mean when I say simplify? Remove parentheses and add like terms, essentially. Does that make sense? Okay. Then it says move all the variables to one side of the equation. You may have done that last year. We're not going to cover that till Unit 2. So I wrote skip this step. We're not going to see any of those today. Undo the addition or subtraction. There's some subtraction there. How would I undo it?
You can move the 12 to the other side and make it positive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to add 12, right? Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this right here. 2x minus 12 equals 6. I'm just carrying that down. I am then going to add 12 to both sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring this down here. Now I have 2x, negative 12 plus 12 is gone. And what's 6 plus 12?
18.
Equals 18. Alex? Did you want to share something? No? Do you want to tell me what to do next? You don't know? Yeah, it's Sabrina, right?
Divide the 2.
Yeah, so now we're going to undo the multiplication. This is 2 times x, and she said divide by 2. I'm going to say divided by 2. All right, let's move our answer down here. What's 2x divided by 2? What's left now? X equals, and what's 18 divided by 2? 9. Okay. All right, so x equals 9, that would be our solution. We're going to do some solving of each of the following things. All right, so do me a favor, if you feel comfortable, would you distribute that 3 out, please? You did it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I said if you feel comfortable. You obviously don't feel comfortable yet. I'll show you. So, I have a 3 here. This doesn't mean minus 2x. This is a negative 2x. What does this parentheses mean? What should I be doing when there's a parentheses, Mitch? Multiplying, yeah. All right, so we should do 3 times negative 2, which is what? Negative 6x. 3 times negative 5. Yep, negative or minus 15. And is the 3 distributed now? Don't get crazy and keep going. That's done. Now I just write plus 3x equals 9. Is the left side all the way simplified yet? No. What can I do here? I'm not quite yet. Do you see some like terms I can put together, Shia? So we're not moving these around, we're just putting them together. Do you see how those both have an x behind them? So I'm going to put them together. Negative 6 plus 3x, what would that give me? Negative 3x minus 15 equals 9. Now, Sabrina, what should I do? Now I should add 15 to both sides. Would you do that, please? Negative 3x equals 24. Oh, I'm going to run out of space. Alrighty. What do we think? Yep, we're going to divide by negative 3, both sides. I'm going to move this over here. So when I divide, I get x equals negative 8. Okay, what do I mean by check your answer? Does anybody know what I mean by that? For what? So let's plug in negative 8 for our variable, and we're gonna use our brains to calculate both sides to see if we get the correct answer. All right, so I'm gonna write this 3 parentheses negative 2 times negative 8. Do you see how it's negative 2 times x?
Yeah.
Okay. Minus 5 plus 3 times negative 8 equals 9. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and remember order of operations, and I'm going to start where? The parentheses, and in the parentheses I'm going to start with the multiplication. So I have 3 parentheses. Is it negative 2 times negative 8, 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Positive 16, yep. Okay. Can I keep going without parentheses?
Yes.
What's 16 minus 5?
11.
All right, now that parentheses means multiplication. What's 3 times 11? 33. And isn't 33 minus 24 equal 9? I'm going to just write a check mark there. Alrighty. Take a look at the second example. Yes, I put a fraction there on purpose. Alright, so what are we going to do to simplify? What can I do? I heard some people say distribute. Is that what we said? Okay, alright. So, I'm going to just write out, here in our heads we did 3 times negative 2. Agreed? We all know that's negative 6. Because you might not quite be comfortable multiplying by negative 2/3, I'm going to actually show the multiplication, okay? So negative 2/3 times 3n, and then this one would be negative 2/3 times a negative 12. Are you guys okay with what I wrote down? You understand how I got there? Okay. So I did, Alex, negative 2/3 times 3n, I wrote it right here. And then negative 2/3 times negative 12, I wrote right there. Okay? Now, you do what you have to do. Some of you are going to have to do this. I don't know if you have to do that or not to multiply it out. Okay. Negative 2/3, don't these 3's cancel, by the way? These 3's on top and bottom? Alright, so I am left with negative 2n minus a negative. What does that mean? Minus a negative. It can be adding, good. And then you can say 3 goes into 12, or you can do 2 times 12 divided by 3. What does this simplify to? You could do 2 times 12. What's 2 times 12? 24 divided by 3 is 8. Or you could do this. How many times does 3 go into 12? 4. 2 times 4, isn't that still 8? Okay. And what's left on the right side then? Equals 5. Alright, so Cody, what should I do next? Careful. Yep, take away or subtract the 8 from both sides. So I do that, and I have negative 2n equals, what's 5 minus 8? Negative 3. Okay, and then finally divide by negative 2. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it as a fraction. I don't want to bother even putting in my calculator. But I do know this. A negative divided by negative is going to mean it's going to be positive. Okay, so I'm going to write n equals 3 over 2. Does anybody know what 3 over 2 is? 1.5. But you may leave it as 3 over 2. Okay.